So going back at it, when you look at these four major cartels, you have the Guadalajara cartel, which is by the name you just mentioned, Rafael Caro Quintero, who is in a lot of songs, a lot of corrido, a lot of songs that they name him and they glorify him. Then you have the Tijuana cartel with Enedina Ariano Felix. Then you have the Sinaloa cartel, which is El Chapo. And you have the Juarez cartel, which is Rafael Aguilar Guardo, I believe. Which one of those four is known as the most vicious, feared cartel?
Right now, I would say it's Sinaloa cartel. The Sinaloa cartel is in war with the Chapitos, which is the Chapo Guzman's sons. They're at war with each other right now. The Sinaloa cartel is very much protected right now by the current administration. The Chapitos and the Nueva Generación, which is another drug cartel, are being supported by the PRI guys, the guys that formerly basically had the presidency under Enrique Peña Nieto. See, in Mexico, the cartels are powerful and do things with impunity because they have government protections. If they were not protected by the government or had not been protected by the government back in 1985, they wouldn't have dared pick up Camarena. But because they had the DFS working with them, they had the Mexican Federal Police working with them, they had the Jalisco State Police with them. This is what gave them the power. And to this day, they have that kind of support by the corrupt, inept Mexican government.
At that time, so you say today it's Sinaloa cartel. Who was the strongest at that time? Was it Guadalajara by Rafa?
Well, back at the time that Kiki was picked up in 85, it was the Guadalajara cartel. And by the way, they were the only cartel at the time. We dismantled that cartel by arresting their jefe de jefes, their leader, Ernesto Fonseca Carrillo, Caro Quintero, Miguel Ángel Félix Gallardo. We arrested all those guys. So after we destroyed the Guadalajara cartel, the other little cartels started springing up. Félix Gallardo, when we arrested him, gave his part of the cartel to Félix Arellano brothers out of Tijuana, the Félix Arellano brothers, Ramon and Jorge and those guys. El Chapo Guzman and Widow Palma, they formed their own cartel. And of course, they broke off with the Guadalajara cartel, started their own cartel, and they started being supplied their cocaine by the Cali cartel. Now, the Guadalajara cartel had been receiving their cocaine from Pablo Escobar out of the Medellin cartel.
Got it. So when you're saying support, you're saying the Mexican government is supporting El Chapo's son or several of these cartels. They have the backing of the government.
Totally.
Okay. So when Rafael Caro Quintero went to jail, I don't know the exact time, he did 26 years, but he went and he did some time. And at the time, did you ever get a chance to meet him and be face to face with him, or no? You never had a chance to meet Rafa?
No, I never met him personally. I was very much involved in his arrest, though, even though I wasn't there.
So based on him, how was he at that time? Because he was very charming, very charismatic, very almost kids grew up looking up to this guy with the energy that he had. How powerful was he at that time in the mid 80s?
Okay, before he was 30 years old, he was not a millionaire. He was already a billionaire. And I know because I found his money. Here is a guy, 28, 29 years old, has access to jets. He bought his own Learjet in Tucson, Arizona. He was very powerful, very, very powerful. But he was very, very uneducated and not very smart. Okay, I'll say that about him.
He wasn't very smart, but he was feared.
He was absolutely, he was feared. At one time, he was given as a gift a real nice, I heard 38 caliber pistol. And to try it out, he just shot somebody in a bar just to try it out, killed a person. That's how vicious he was.